2 books out that synthesize the latest research in fat, which has been an item that has plagued American eating for 30 years. One book is The Queen of Fats by a woman named Susan Alport. The other is Why We Get Fat by Gary Taubes, Taubes. I urge people to read them because essentially what they do is they look at the metabolism of fat and the mechanisms of fat storage in the body. And it's basically, to run this down real fine, it is, what happens is starches, especially refined sugars, any kind of sugar, and refined flour, starches stimulate the release of insulin. We know that about diabetes. Insulin regulates the rate and direction of storage of fat in the body. And basically, the more of those kind of sugars you eat, the more your body is unable to do anything but store that in meat tissue and in visceral tissue right here as fat. Whereas the fats do not get stored as fat if the body can use them. It will use them for energy. It does that overnight, every night. It pulls fat out of the cells. If that transfer is not limited by the diet you have, we do not eat, people know about omega-3s. Omega-3s are the oil, the essential fatty acids that are in the eyes, the brain, the cell membranes, the soft tissue. The more omega-3 you have, the more permeable your cell membranes are to allowing fat to go in and out so the body can dispose of it and use it every night, or if you're in a situation where you need it. If you eat a lot of starches, that thing breaks down. So these 2 books look at omega-3s and look at the misdirection that we got for 30 years about avoid fat, avoid all fat, avoid animal fat, because you're going to get a heart attack. Basically, all those studies that show that you're going to get a heart attack from fat ignored the fact that those same people in the 50s who were dying of heart attacks at the age of 48 were also eating tons of potatoes, tons of sweet, tons of white flour. We ignored that because of the preoccupation with fat. That is now being pulled out of the studies and the nutritional recommendations, but not quickly enough. So my advice is, cut as much sugar and refined flour as you can out of your diet. Eat more greens. Omega-3 is the essential fatty acid of photosynthesis. Green plants are full of omega-3 so they can convert the sun energy into nutrients. Plants are a good source. Fish that eat plants, animals that eat plants, animals that eat fish that eat plants, those all contain the omega-3s. The grains, whether they're whole or not whole, do not contain them much. They contain omega-6s, and omega-6s in small amount are good for your body, but our proportion of our ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 is anywhere from 16 to 30 to 1. In the Mediterranean, it's about 9 to 1. In Japan, it's about 4 to 1. We should try as best we can to approach that Japanese number. It's going to be a far way for us. But where we are, we have way too many omega-6s. Fat transfer is impeded, and we end up putting on weight. Thank you.